This is Political Witchcraft, episode number 1. How did the Democratic Party become submerged in a cesspool? The answer is, that was always the goal. They simply reached it. Early on, it may have been done subconsciously, but in 2023, they know exactly what they're doing. Under the guise of equal rights, free speech, no censorship, and promises of a free handout for anyone with an extended hand, the tax and spend big government Democrats have landed in the vicinity of socialist communism. And this is just the beginning. The gatekeepers of tolerance have revealed themselves to be more inclined to abolish any opposing viewpoints. They'll take away your platform, no matter what that platform may be. There is no need to wear a disguise at this late-night kink party anymore. No password required at the mansion door. Debauchery has gone mainstream. The compassion of well-intentioned but flawed Democrats like Ted Kennedy, Hubert Humphrey, and President Jimmy Carter has been replaced by soulless, ruthless haters of America. My name is Jack Willard, and this is Political Witchcraft. The inspiration for some of the heart-to-heart talks that you will hear on this program and hopefully respond to, the inspiration is Mark Levin. His book, his new book, The Democrats Hate America. It's not yet out as we do this first broadcast, but it's available for pre-order. I know Mark's heart like I know Tucker Carlson's heart, Candace Owens' heart. They see clearly that America, once the greatest country on earth, has come under a spell. Things have radically changed in just 2 years. The compromise has risen to the point of becoming perversity. We are becoming a perverse nation. A nation where unspeakable atrocities are being signed into law. Governor Murphy of New Jersey is ready to do that as I speak. The obscene is becoming normalized. What we were ashamed of is now being labeled okay. Child abuse is now a favorite target of this new American order. Think about that. Dark thoughts most of us have had at one time or another, or frequently in our lives, are now becoming normalized. They're becoming celebrated. Hairy men dressed as women are gyrating half naked or completely naked in front of young children. Parents stand by laughing in approval. It can happen on a public street or at a drag show, for example, even in Dallas, Texas now, or Austin. At these drag shows, young children are given money by the parent, and they march on stage to put it in the G-string of a blonde-haired woman with a mustache. Precious young kids are being led into breast removal or chemical castration because they heard about the new fad of picking your gender on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. But they are years away from having the capacity to make forever decisions. And too many adults have forgot that simple truth. They have forgotten decency. Governors, senators, congresswomen support this abuse and strive to legislate parents' rights away. The school board is striving to hide information from the parents in 2023. Even though they should know, that the children making these decisions will likely regret them not too far down the road. And that can lead to suicide. What are we thinking? It's as if we have become bewitched by evil. And the goal now for the progressives seems to be to get your kids. Joe Biden, his spokeswoman Jean-Pierre, and so many of the progressive evil doers are making it clear they are not your kids. They belong to everybody. They belong to us just as much, if not more, as they do you. The sexual abuse of kids is the next level. It's so clear. They want it to become acceptable to have sexual intimacy with children. Pornographic books are being introduced to elementary school children. Coloring books. Sharing affection between a man and another man, a woman and another woman, are being displayed and sold at places like Target. Coloring books. At Dodger Stadium, out on the West Coast, they invited a group of men dressed as Halloween-style nuns to put on a show where they blaspheme Christianity. They pole danced on the cross. Try mocking Islam and see what happens to your stadium. What are we thinking? How could this happen? It couldn't have happened 5 years ago. But it's happening now. And often without apology. It wasn't too many years ago that these things would have been unfathomable. But the spell, after all, had not yet been cast. It had not taken hold. The first 2 years of the Biden administration is when insanity exploded across America. It exploded. Uncle Joe was not that safe guy, the moderate we thought he was. He'd been doing all kinds of things for a number of years, we are finding out. People who once would have fiercely opposed what Biden and the agenda-driven minions who control him push now seem to be adjusting to this path of certain destruction. The recent censure of Representative Adam Schiff along party lines demonstrates his lack of any humility, honesty, or decency. For Adam Schiff, sorry seems to be the hardest word. You can't be a man who possesses character if you disregard truth. If you mock those who finally call you out on your unfounded allegations. What Schiff does, and what he does not realize, is that he has far less redeeming qualities than the orange president that he pursued with such vengeance. To quote Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, quote, Adam Schiff launched an all-out political campaign built on baseless distortions against a sitting U.S. president, end quote. Now, when you get to the House Minority Leader, Hakeem Jeffries, you have ridden the elevator down to the basement floor. Notice Jerry Nadler hovering near the coffee and donuts. Like Nadler, you quickly realize Jeffries is not a smart man. He's not a smart man. He has no depth in his ideology whatsoever. Like all progressives, he is all about pushing an amoral society. A place where the poor steal aggressively from the rich, where they kill babies halfway out of the womb or worse. Destroy law and order, burn down cities, shoot up on the streets of San Francisco and in many other places across America, etc., etc. He appears to hate America. As Mark Levin would say, he loathes all Republicans except for the sellout rhinos, Republicans in name only. It is a sad commentary when a man who is an enemy of holiness, patriotism, American values, everything that we hold dear, is sitting in the Congress as the minority leader. Political witchcraft. It gets a little worse every single day. My personal email is jackthefairguy@gmail.com. Jack the F-A-I-R guy at gmail.com. We'll see you next time for Political Witchcraft.